Khalistan movement right now. Okay, the Khalistan movement and the Kashmir movement, we were victims of our own success during the Green Revolution, because that
Hmm.
suddenly a lot of things happened simultaneously. First, you remember in the 50s and 60s, early 60s, we were living ship to mouth. We were so poor, we required food aid. Okay, and Lal Bahadur Shastri actually went on record and said, "Bhai, bas do meals khao, ek meal mat khao, ya ek pura din mat khao," or something like that. You
Hmm.
remember that? So what ends up happening is suddenly you have this dwarf crop, which very high yield both in wheat and in rice. You are able to become sustainable. Also, infant mortality goes down very significantly because nutrition starts rising very dramatically. Availability of food starts rising very dramatically. And your birth rates, because people are, they expected कि अगर हम 6 बच्चा पैदा करेंगे उसमें से 4-5 मर जाएंगे, but nobody dies anymore. So that entire 30-year period, you saw insane birth rates of 5.5, 6.5, 7 in certain cases. So you go look at
Hmm.
the Kashmir ka TFR, total fertility rate, and the Punjab ka total fertility rate. It was 6, 7 and things like that at that point of time. Now it's down to 1.4 and 1.6. Isme, it is unsustainable. So what Khalistan is today is basically it's a drug mafia, it's a gun mafia, and this is why rap is so popular in Punjabi culture, because rap, even black American rap, is used to justify gun and drug culture in
Yeah.
America, to make it seem cool, to make it pop culture. And what is the most common profession of these Khalistanis in America? It is truck driving. So you've got the cultural normalization, you've got the means of transport, and all the South American cartel franchisees in North America are Khalistanis. So what
Khalistanis.
they do is they use Khalistan as a political normalization. कि जब extradition request आए for criminal activities for drugs or guns, they say this is political persecution, और हम ऐसे चमन चूतिया देश हैं, we also give it to them and say, हाँ, you are Khalistani, you are Khalistani, you are terror. We should never use that term Khalistani. We should just say Khalistan is
Khottestani.
a complete racket. It's a racket. Well, I don't think the government can say Khotistani, but we can say anything we want. Chutistani, Khotistani, kuch bhi, this
Kuch bhi.
thing.
Hmm.
And and we should we should never give these people political legitimacy by referring to them as
At all.
Khalistanis at all. We should always call them organized gangs and organized criminals.
So I call them Anglo-Saxon terrorists.
वो तो हैं ही, वो तो हैं ही. उधर
आप
देखो,
अपना
see,
country.
you know, Pakistan has learned this lesson. Well, they still haven't learned their lesson that if you support 100 terrorist movements, they're all going to refract back onto you. We suffered that, no? Because Bidranwale was created by Indira Gandhi and Zail Singh to weaken the Akal Takht and to
Akal
weaken
Takht.
the Akalis generally. And it blew up in our own faces. Indira Gandhi had to pay karma, instant payback. She and her son, ye fight the LTT, and look where that ended the sun up. So Pakistan has probably, I don't know if they've learned their lesson, I don't think so. But Canada is going to learn its lesson. Because once everything with all the connections with India are cut, where do you think these Khalistanis are going to refract all their criminalization back on? It's going to affect Canadian society.
Back home.
And yeah, and I wish it on Canada. Canada gets what it deserves.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no question with जो हो रहा है वहाँ पर, whatever we get daily videos of what is happening there. But what do you
Mm.
think about this whole assassination thing? It's so wild. You also tweeted today